that they're letting them cook.
Yeah, that there's more. There's more.
It's like a lot of studios would force out the next one, say, no, you have to have it exactly a year after the previous one.
Yeah.
Figure it out, and then it comes out kind of bad.
True.
Oh, this is a matchup. We got a Richter on the screen up against Kazuya.
Yeah, I mean, Richter versus Kazuya is definitely a matchup where you're not allowed to mess up.
Holy carry, Skeleton.
Yeah, you have to play very, very well pretty much the whole time, and Kazuya takes forever to kill.
Bro, Skeleton is running. The cardio on this Kazuya, holding forward literally, trying to get those throws. Okay, finally we see a crouch dash.
Yeah, but I mean, this is it's tough. I mean, I think one of the nice things about this for Richter is he's a lot less worried about getting edge guarded comparatively. Yes, forward air is still a disaster to be hit by off stage, but compared to most of the matchups you fight, like, you're not going to get quite as edge guarded, and you're more able to set up your ledge trapping. He doesn't have as many tools to get around it as a lot of characters do. So certainly a very reasonable Richter matchup, as we see Karu setting up in the corner, getting all the projectiles out there.
Just the amount of time it takes Kazuya to get back to stage lets you do those setups you were talking about. You get to set up the Holy Water and the Axe and the Holy Cross all together, and we saw them coming together, that 3-in-1 combo to take out Skeleton's first stock.
Now all together now.
Oh, getting up into the Holy Water, so tough. Catching the roll if you try it, forcing the jump out. This is so tough.
Yeah, rinse and repeat here, looking really good. Luckily for Skeleton, that up B does beat out the Axe, just setting up all the projectiles. But now, finally, opening is found. 69% on Skeleton. That is the Super Saiyan percent, which means this could turn around in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you better watch out. You better not get grabbed. Okay, Karu gets out of that terrifying situation. The Super is offline.
Yeah.
Good thing we got another Super in 5%.
That's how it is fighting against Kazuya. All of his moves are supers, and all right, managed to fight his way past that.
All right, Rage Drive activated. Got to be so careful. 16%. It's not going to kill you, but it's going to put you in a pretty scary situation. But Skeleton, speaking of scary situations, continues to get locked down in the corner.
The cross was so important to escaping there, but saddle up airs in, but just answered back. Really nice down air position, but we're on the platform, and yeah, that's going to be a kill. And despite all of my rage, it is still you in the cage. Still now, I mean, just looking for another setup in the corner. 38%. It's not really. It's basically nothing in this matchup right now. That is an essentially irrelevant percent until he's at like the 90 to 100 range.
Right, once you're at that point where F smash at the ledge is actually going to kill, but forget about that. Almost killing with another up special. 2-in-1 game would be crazy.
Oh, you talked about F smash at the ledge, and you were right. That's how it happened. You hang on a little bit too long. You're looking at the fire. You're not looking at the whip.
This is a no hangout zone. Get off my lawn, kid. Hit him with a no loitering right there. Imagine like the store owner comes out of the gas station with the whip.
With a whip. Oh man, I'd be terrifying. You're like a little kid. You know, your friends dared you to shoplift or something like
and the
that.
chain whip.
And you just got a chain whip. You're like, what is going on?
Get me out!
Oh no. Get out of here.
That's definitely like the gas station that you prank your friend and send them to.
Oh no.
The chain whip man.
Yeah, they all knew except for you. All right.
Like, that dude has no intention of actually hitting anybody with it because he doesn't need to.
Yeah, the intimidation factor is more than enough, but Skeleton's got a lot more than intimidation factor. Getting a 69% combo off the single hit.
Man, but Super Saiyan's coming out today.
Oh, okay. Not for long, but still, this is something where Skeleton, you know, is gonna have to work a lot harder in this next game if he wants to stay in this winner's bracket.
Let's see if they can do it. It's going to be really tough. Okay, does force the high recovery. The up tilt, though, coming out from Karu. I don't think that was the option that they wanted.
Yeah, and that means that Super Saiyan percent going to be the other way around. Skeleton getting the first stock this time, and fighting from behind is Richter hell of a lot harder than fighting from ahead.
Man, a lot of up airs from Skeleton. I mean, it's a good move, but I usually see it more as a get out of disadvantage option, and Skeleton's using it as a combo tool, which is really interesting.
Yep.
Ooh, speaking of, it's a good move.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so disjointed and really useful in trying to contest a character who's relatively bad at landing. Now Karu sets up in the corner. A little bit too early on the neutral get-up means that Karu is going to reset. 86%. A little bit of stalling.
I love that from Skeleton. The fake high and then going low between the two axes to bait Karu and actually manage to get back to stage. Slowly crouching forward, but it's getting so hard. The percents are there.
And I think we're one hit away. Yes, we are. Okay. Just an axe to the dome, and Karu is up with only one stock needed to secure his moving forward in the winner's bracket, knocking down a high seed into losers.
Yeah, this is so tough for Skeleton. And now you've got the tournament nerves, and you're being tasked with hitting basically the comeback factor here. You need that perfect electric.
Yep, you need a perfect electric, and you need it soon, because this is just one edge guard away. If Skeleton doesn't play his cards right, Karu can just get the stock right now. The hurt box shifting on that fair got him out of the forward tilt, but it's still not enough to fall back onto the ground. Another air dodge catch.
You see that visceral reaction from Karu moving with the character. The pop-off is going to be immaculate as the forward throw takes it. And that is going to send Skeleton into loser's bracket so early.
Yeah, well played by Karu. Just, I mean, I know that's like considered a pretty reasonable matchup for Belmont, but that's like a huge, seed diff there.
Yeah, matchups aside, Karu just played that really well. I didn't see a single 0 to death in that entire set, which is incredible.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about how efficient Skeleton generally is at getting the confirms. The best combo we saw was that 69% at the beginning of the second game, but Karu got the job done, and we cut away before we saw a little hug from the homies.
Yeah, we love to see it.
We love to see the support.
Shout out the homies.
That's what it's about. The fighting games has always been about the homies for me and for so many others. I feel like it's just something